Hello, everyone. I was going through my Facebook feed and watching YouTube videos, like I do. And on my Facebook feed, a couple Moses flood memes went by criticizing Noah's ridiculous adventure. Uh, but it kind of got me thinking that I could almost understand why, in the Bible, 2,000 years ago, or in a religious context, why they would want uh, the flood instead of God just wiping everything out and starting over. They wanted some consistency that God was helping his original creation to go forward, so he wasn't throwing us all away. Except he did. So it's a ridiculous premise, but I can if I stretch, I can almost grasp their logic in this. But my thought, as I've had a drink and I'm reading and watching, is that the other thing that they might be thinking is because it would have been easier. Because making a whole universe is hard. And the reason he didn't take or make Eve out of dirt like he did Adam was to have it connected in some way. I can get their stretch of logic. It's Dr. Seuss logic. It's magic logic, but I can imagine how they would how that would make them feel better that he did it that way. But when you realize that supposedly God made the entire creation, everything, in 6 days, it took 40 days and 40 nights to drown everything to death, except for the small few that he used magic to put on the boat. Because the other thought in my head was that my criticism has been that Noah did not go all around the world collecting these animals. The animals went marching two by two. So that was essentially God magic causing the animals to do that. And the thing that kind of brought that up was a sign on a meme on Facebook said, "Why didn't Noah swat those 2 mosquitoes?" Because God magically put them on the ark somewhere and made them survive. Because they wouldn't have survived anywhere else. Mosquitoes in the rain die, get hit by drops and drown, and they only have a short lifespan anyway. So it would have been God magic. Pure and simple. There's no other way. Even if you are a fundamentalist Christian, you have to put in God magic did it. So he didn't really need Noah, except supposedly to build the ark, because God magicked all the animals there, made them travel, and so then it begs to question, why didn't God just magically put them into 40 days into the future? Pretty easy, or some other God magic way of doing it. He didn't need the story of Noah to get them there. If you're trying to make it a literal truth that this happened. If you're just making it so, if you're a Christian and you're reasoning that it's a metaphor and you take meaning out of it, I've got no problem with that. It's obviously a metaphor, if anything. Obviously a metaphor because it didn't happen. So I can let that slide. But it's that leap where they say no, God needed to go with Noah to get that done because God, and are ignoring the fact that God only took 6 days to make everything in the universe, and it still for some reason went with the 40 days and 40 nights to drown everything to death. that is my intoxicated thought on Noah and the Ark. Peace. Oh, and I maybe, as soon as I get the Soylent in, if anybody is interested in this, I do have in the back of my mind to kind of do the 30-day challenge. I don't even want to say it out loud because my willpower is zero. I have zero willpower, but I'm going to try and go at least a week when I get the Soylent, and I'll document some of that. And if I can handle it a week, which I'm doubting if I can even handle it a week, I will try and continue on to the next week and then the next week. So I'll keep you updated on that. Peace.